Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Nacho Paradise, and we just hit 50 subscribers about 2 days ago. That's so awesome. I've been on YouTube for 4 months, and we're already almost at 60 subscribers, which is amazing. But I know I'm well past, well, not well past, I'm about, I'm past 50 subscribers, which is awesome. But I wanted to do something different for a 50 subscriber special. This is a temporary 50 subscriber special. Sorry if you can hear background noise. My window's open. My window's open. But this is like a temporary 50 subscriber special. My real 50 sub special is gonna be in a couple days. It's gonna be a challenge, nothing Lego. Unless you guys want to see Lego, then I'll just scrap the challenge idea, which is gonna be a big disappointment. A big disappointment to my friends. Anyway, I'm not gonna spoil anything more. But this is a temporary 50 subscriber special. This is a tutorial on Soundwave and Megatron because a lot of you guys are saying that these guys are awesome, and I'm like, I bet they'd be even cooler if I showed you how to build them. I'm not gonna go through piece by piece by piece by piece. I'm just gonna show you, kind of the idea of how to build each one of them. So let's get into it. Also, thank you so much to Jacob Moons Mox. He gave me a shout out. And after that shout out, I blew up in subscribers. And by blew up, I mean I got 50. No, not 50. I mean I got 6 more subscribers. Because it was awesome. Today in the morning, I saw his video, and there was a link. And I'm like, hey, just making sure it works. I don't know why I do that. Anyway, I checked out my channel, and it said 57 subscribers. I'm like, wait a second. I had 53 subscribers like an hour ago, which is awesome that I got up 60 subscribers in that amount of time, which is super cool. We hit one milestone. Next is 100, so let's go. So first we'll do... I'm going to do eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. You know the drill. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. Alright, let's go Soundwave first. I originally was going to do Soundwave first because he was the first video. He's kind of far back, actually. I should lower my camera. Alright, so let's get in on, how to build this guy. Okay, so I know this is going to be a bit different from my other tutorials. Oh yeah, I forgot I changed one of his arms, but I didn't change the other one. I'll just show you how to build that arm. Anyway, so I'm just gonna, let's start with the torso. First, where's the piece? Alright, so you're gonna need to build something like this. So this is actually, I'm gonna get the other one, so it's a bit easier. So this is pretty much, some 2x4s stacked onto each other. And then you've got this little assembly here, so it's one of these pieces next to a 1x2. And then you put this, this on, which is a 1x4, 1x2, and then a 1x2 tile and some cheese-slopes. And that just goes on right there. And then you're going to want to put actually, yeah, whatever. Well, I just put a 1x2 right there. And then for the rest of his torso, actually, and then you want to build this waist piece, which I don't even know. Yeah. So it's just a couple of ball joint connector things with a 2x2. And just put that on the bottom. Okay, I'll actually hold off on the weapons for right now. I'll get into those later. And now you want to make an assembly similar to this. So it is a 1x2 brick with a 2x2, a turntable, that little black thing, that's a turntable, and then you want a ball joint, 1x2, and then one of these. This is kind of a rare piece. It's a flat, one of these corner pieces with a 1x1 in blue. A 1x1 tile in blue and a 2x2 in blue would work just fine too. So I just had some of these, so I'm like, you know what, I'm going to try and find a way to use them. So let's build them in robot mode, because why not? So you want to put that on just like this and rotate that around like that. And then you want to do that again. Where is this? There we go. 1x2 brick, and then that whole assembly. So there you have pretty much his torso. Now what you want to do is you want to make this assembly, which is kind of crazy to look at. Also, one thing, I do want to thank Starscreamer 20 for this idea. So thanks. So you want one of those like rocker, they're called rocker pieces on Bricklink and stuff. So one of those pieces. Blue would be preferred. But I didn't have a blue one, so I just used black because it's in the back and no one's going to be looking at it from the back. And it's going to be covered in robot mode, so it doesn't really matter. And then his head sculpt is a Travis brick turned to the side with two 1x2s on the side with a gray 1x1 tile, and then a 1x1 in translucent red, and a blue hook, claw, clip piece. And then just put those on the side. Man, I keep bumping my camera. Okay, so that is the, oh my gosh. Hello. What's up, Mr. Bumblebee? Yeah, Diary of a Wimpy Kid. That's my only book that I have in my room. Anyway, so that is the, man, my voice is awful right now. My throat hurts. So that is the head sculpt, and finishing off this, you're just going to put a T-joint bar thing with some more clip pieces right there. Again, preferably blue if you have them. So that means if we're building this in robot mode, then we can just take this off. For the door to the tape deck, that is a 2x4 with some 2x2 jumpers in blue, and then a gray 1x3 right there. And then on the back, it's kind of crazy. If you don't have yellow one of those, that's perfectly fine. I used yellow one because I had one, so I'm like, well, this is yellow, boom, that's what you get. Don't put that on yet. And so that just goes like this. This will go right there. So that's like all flush now. And your head, oh my gosh, this is a pain to put on, to attach. Dogs are barking. Should probably shut that window, but I don't really feel like it. All right, I also forgot to do the arms. So for the arms, it's just a ball joint clip with a clip right there, 1x1, and a jumper. This arm doesn't have to have the jumper. That's a stud because I didn't have another 1x1. I only put the jumper for laser beak to be on there, and I wanted to look pretty much symmetrical, so yeah. And then that's on a bar piece, a 1x2 bar with a blue 1x1 and a clip. So that is the torso. And on this side, it's a bit different than this side. You're going to have, so the corner pieces are facing like the same direction, and then that's the button with a 1x1 in gray and a 1x1 in gray. That is a tile. So that's that. And then you put this piece, which is just a brick, man, my 1x2 brick with some 1x2 plates, 2 of them to be exact, and just put that on the back, and it will all be flush. This used to be gray back here, and I changed that. So yeah, for the legs, it's pretty simple. You just take, the legs are kind of interesting, so you take a 2x4, take a 2x2 and put it on the end, take a 1x2 and a 1x2, just like that. You guys aren't blind. Take another 2x4 and another 1x2 and one of these, some of these. Never mind, we're not at that yet. Just like that, and then you want to take a piece like this, some 1x2s with a, that could be a tile. I just used a grill piece because I didn't have any more tiles. Good thing I'm placing a Lego order pretty soon. Put that together, and then for the foot, that is a, let's see, it's one of these pieces with a cheese slope on it right there, and that just took gets put together right nicely, and then you got two 1x2s in blue that are tiled, and that piece, a 1x2, and then that's pretty simple. Don't even have to pause the video. Don't even have to explain it. It's pretty straightforward. Mirror the build. Bump the camera yet again, and then you just plug these in. And there you have Soundwave. So that's pretty nice. To build his weapons, so for his regular blaster, scoot that this way. For his regular blaster, you're going to build something like this. So it's a couple of these Trav 1x1 bricks with the stud, and then one of these pieces. Just puts that right there. A red 1x1 and some studs right there. And then this is just a cone piece with a missile piece on it, and that just is right there with a T-bar, or a T-joint, whatever you want to call it. So that's his regular blaster. To build his shoulder cannon, it's a little bit like this. So it's another one of those pieces with a couple of these, I like to call them hubcaps, because that's what I use them. This is the piece that I use for wheels, and that's where the hubcaps would be on the wheels. So I just call them hubcaps, but you know what they are. And then you have a 1x1 brick and some studs right there. And then that right there plugs into that 1x1 in robot mode. And then you can select, I keep saying that, equip him with his blaster. And he fell over. I thought my camera fell over for a second. I'm like, not again. So there he is, laser beak. Where is he? There he is. It's just Stupid Ninja's design, which is pretty simple. Sorry, my camera does not like picking up black. I need to fix that. But you know, it's just a hinge with some clips and some tiles. And then there you have laser beak in his butterfly mode, is what Stupid Ninja called it. So yeah, there is Soundwave. Now let's get on to the great and, what do they call Megatron? I don't know, great and fearless leader. I really don't care. Okay, so to build Megatron, oh my gosh, my throat hurts so bad. Oh, I forgot this. To build Megatron here, oh man, this is going to be a pain, because Megatron is a pain. Just from the way I designed him, he's very fragile. So let's start with his legs. To build his legs, I really like his legs, actually. They're pretty cool. So you want a Travis brick for the waist. Put a gray cheese slope and a gray 1x1, because that's gray. Black 1x1 right there. And for the legs, so for the thighs, you're going to build something like this. And then that is going to go, you're going to build two of those. That's going to go into here. And then you're also going to build two of those. You don't need to mirror them. It's the exact same build. Build something like this. I'll try and get it on the light. It is very complex. So once you have that paused, you can get all that done. No special pieces needed. It's all just this. I keep dropping it. What the heck? And then you have this. So that's pretty cool. This is a 1x4. I know this isn't the greatest tutorial. It's just my voice is killing me. So that's that. To build this little assembly here, it's kind of crazy. We'll need some 2x3s, and this assembly. This is just a turntable. Try and get it in the light. There we go. With some black jumper plates, and these the two studs go right here. But before we do that, we're just gonna build, kind of figure out how to do stuff. So it's just this, some 2x3s, and then just another 2x3 layer with that fit around it, and then now it's just a regular 2x3 layer, and then that's on the top. And then we're going to, build this assembly. And then you are going to, his head sculpt is a Travis brick with Oh yeah, I used a gray one. I thought I used a black one for a second. With another gray 1x1 and a Cheese-Slope. And that just goes on the end here. Like this, and that clips on here. Make sure the studs are facing, backwards. Sorry if I gave you a seizure right there. And then this is kind of crazy with the stripes. It's just some hinge pieces with ball joint holder things. I forgot to flip the hands out. And then the shoulder, this shoulder anyway, you're actually going to use, piece just flew. There we go. You're gonna make an assembly similar to this. This is an opposite. So it's like that. It's not a very common piece, but so it's like that. You can use one of the, let's see if I can find one. But those pieces, it's like this, but it's only one piece. It's like this. Yeah, you can use one of those. For the arm assembly, it's just like this, except that is a thing, I don't even know. And then this one is different. This one has to be a jumper for the transformation to work. And then that just plugs in there. And then that's from the top. It's the same thing over here, except you lose some things. So yeah, that's that. Not too special. So now you get this, and you plug that right there, so it's free to move, which is good. And then you want to take this. This is kind of a crazy assembly too. So yeah, it's a 1x4 with some bricks on the bottom, and then some clips and these are pretty rare as well, but again, I had them, so I used them. And then there could be a 2x2, a gray 2x2 right there, but I couldn't find one for some reason, so that just goes on the back and folds over. Should clip in. And soft tab, it's good enough. And then there's that. You can flip up the head. And then what's kind of cool about this is that right there can go in there. So it makes it a little bit more loose. It doesn't plug in all the way, which is why it's so fragile, but plug it in as hard as you can. So it's super tight. This is so bad. Do that. It will come apart. It's not that hard to rip it apart. So just be warned. So yeah, there's that. And then for this is the barrel. It's just this with some of these pieces, and then you've got a blue piece right there. And then that's one of those black pins in there, and that just plugs in. And that goes on there. And then that's just, a 1x1. And then that plugs in there. And then you have a bit of that. And then you plug that in right on the back. And for robot mode, that's just going to swivel down. Why did that break? That was weird. And then fold up. Because Megatron has a massive barrel on his back. And then for the gun / scope, you're just going to build something like this. That is that piece. That is that piece. So, or you can just build two of these. It doesn't matter. I was going to build two of these, but that might look a bit weird. And then with a plate right there and some 1x1s right there. And then that plugs on right there. And there you have your very own Megatron and Soundwave. Fully transformable. If you want to learn how to transform them, go check out my other recent videos. So yeah, trying to think of anything else. Where did laser be? There it is. So next on the Decepticon list is Starscream. I just have to order the pieces for them because I have run out of ball joints I know that was fast. I'm going to be doing the Decepticon army first, and then going on to the Autobots. I'm going to try and do as many G1 characters as possible, and if I forget any, then I'll just throw them in. So yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and hope you enjoyed building these guys. And be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you in the next video.